Good morning and welcome to my garden, or in this case, my sunroom. We're far enough along, I thought we'd do a quick walkthrough here, show you some of what's been going on. It's 5 degrees outside, Celsius, and in here it's in the mid to upper 30s, so it's quite warm in here. This room actually has heated the house, even in its incomplete state. During the days, we do feel it sucking some heat at night. We have the fans going to keep the air moving and keep this warm. But so far, I've been keeping a diary of the wood use that's necessary to heat. And compared to similar days before this room was added, we actually seem to be saving quite a bit of wood. So that's coming out pretty good. We'll see how this goes over the winter. But at this point, it seems to be it's going to save some energy heating, as well as hopefully providing us with some fresh produce. But we're going to look, we'll start outside here. We see we've removed some soil here. There was always this problem with water backing up. We've started to build a ditch, and we're stoning this in here. And we're going to run this all the way to the fish pond and hopefully catch some of this runoff, can go into the pond, keep it recharged. Because with this drought, it has been really tough keeping that pond going. Normally we remove water from it for irrigation. This year we were not able to. So hopefully this will help. Some lighter rains will recharge your pond some. There's that. And this window is one we got from a remodel job. We got 3 of these. We're able to use 2 of them here in this room, free of charge. Nice, heavy, double pane window. Really nice. And this door came from a retail building that was being torn down. Free. So we did get an education though on taking these locks out. We had to drill this out. When I close the door for the night, I close this over. We'll have to get this plugged. We had to drill this lock out. Now that I know what I'm doing, it wouldn't be so bad, but now having done one before, it was a challenge, a bit of a challenge there. So we have a free door. Of course, it did not come with a closure. So we set up this pulley system. Pulley from an old exercise machine, a piece of rope that was salvaged, and a gallon bleach jug with some water in it for the weight. While we're here in this room, I've got about under $500 in actual cost in this room so far. Mostly it's been salvaged materials whenever we can, including these large pots. These are from the cattle industry. They use these. They put a molasses product in there. It's energy and protein. They cannot reuse them. These go to the dump. So we get these large pots. They hold about 200 pounds of that molasses product. So we have a really nice sized pot. And onto that we have moved some celery in. And this had been through some pretty cold weather. I believe we had minus 21 Celsius. And I tend to use Celsius because the internet is worldwide and most of us have been exposed to it. If not, remember, 0 is freezing and 100 is boiling. So you can understand, this has been exposed and pretty cold. We have some artichoke plants we've brought in. These need to be trimmed yet. And some Brussels sprouts. Because of the unusual cold, they did not do well outside, so we brought some in. I've already decided I will not bring Brussels sprouts in next year. I will start them in here, in the pot, or I'll transplant small plants into the pot, rather than trying to move these large plants, but we'll see what they do. Here we have some hanging baskets that I retrieved from a dumpster from the neighbor. Let's see if we can bring these back for next year. We already see here some new growth coming. We're going to have some luck, hopefully, with them. Our glass, which came from a greenhouse, defunct greenhouse, was being torn down. We have to put our second paint on here yet. But again, our glass. These are an odd size. We've put plastic on them for this year. We'll be changing that out later. Here we have another pot of celery and a fern. The fern's starting to show some growth again. Another Brussels sprout. We brought in some bunching onions a while back, and they have been, it was one clump, it was divided up, and we see they're coming. And a pot of lettuce, again, that was brought in from outside. Have a pot of chives and an aloe vera plant. We trim these chives back to help them, clean them up. This here we have some Chinese cabbage, some red radishes, and a daikon in the middle. Been a terrible year for a fall garden, so we'll see what we do here. Some flowers from the neighbors we're going to keep for one of our neighbors. Some more back there. Now we're down into the part where things just got chunked because of the cold weather. We haven't got this all spread out yet. But here's a dragon fruit that we rooted in an earlier video. See, it's coming quite nicely. We have some other dragon fruit. We need to get in here and get these put up. I said things just got chunked in here ahead of that hard freeze. Our citrus back here, these are lemons and a ginger plant there. One's doing good, one isn't. That's, we have that. Our tomatoes. Here we have one tomato set, one of our little beefsteak type tomato here in this bucket. This set since it's been in here. Some figs back there. Some more tomatoes. These are a paste type tomato. Setting on. And we have a couple of eggplant down in there, if I can get in there, ready to harvest. There was no fruit on these plants when they were brought in. A date palm in here, along with another plant. Some more figs. Those will be moved to a coolest spot in this room when we get set up. Our papaya. You can see it's doing quite well. Seems to love it right here with that fan. Brings the heat out at night. Another flowering plant for the neighbor. Our olive. You see our little olive here. Doing quite well. Been quite a bit of new growth and branching since we brought it in. Be nice to see some flowers on this sometime. Get in here past our banana. Here we have a banana. Doing quite well. Maybe next spring we'll get a banana flower. We've had bananas in the past. And we'd really like to get some more of them. If you've never had a real banana off of a plant like this, they're not big, but you're really missing out. They are excellent. We have our little pomegranates down here. Right there, our young pomegranate trees. And this elephant ear. Some other flowers for the neighbor. One of those ferns that we got out of the dumpster. It's coming back. So we'll have some ferns. I haven't brought all of the pineapple out yet. Here we have one that we brought out. Actually, we dug this one out of the garden because we had just stuck the top out in the garden. And it rooted. And we brought it in this pot. So we have one of our little pineapples. Another fruit that's really excellent, a fresh pineapple. There's no comparison to a really fresh, ripe pineapple off the plant to those you get in the shops. So, don't get much out of them, but we really do enjoy them. And it's the only way in this climate you're going to get a good pineapple. Here's our doorway. We have just a sheet across here for now. We have to get a screen door on here yet. And we have to get this sided in yet. Some of this is not going to get done this year, for sure. And we're back to our doorway. Anyways, I thank you for joining me in my little walk through here, and I hope you all enjoyed it. Please leave a like, a subscribe, and a comment if you would, and tell me what you liked about it, what you didn't like, any ideas you have. We're always appreciated. And with that, would like you all to go out there, have a wonderful day. Get your hands dirty, try something new, stay safe, and above all, keep growing.